Good evening and thanks for joining us. 4 suspects are behind bars in connection with 2 murders near Lloydminster and another in Saskatoon. And 2 of the accused, both charged with first-degree murder, are from the border city. The charges relate back to the homicide of Brian Gower on the outskirts of Lloydminster back in September, and the death of Lloydminster's Robert John Roth, whose remains were found near Ranfurly on October 20th. His severed head was found in Edmonton 5 days later. 22-year-old Kyle Halbauer, 22-year-old Randy O'Hagan are both charged with first-degree murder of Brian Gower. O'Hagan is also charged with the first-degree murder of Roth. Both also face murder charges in relation to a homicide in Saskatoon. Well, it's not often ministers from both sides of the border come together in Lloydminster, but yesterday, a handful of officials met at City Hall to sign off on a new charter for the city. It's a document outlining the legal framework for the governance and administration of Lloydminster, and as Kelsey Bloxham explains, having not been updated in over 3 decades, yesterday's meeting represented years of hard work and collaboration.
A historic day for the border city, bringing together delegates from both Alberta and Saskatchewan. The Lloydminster Charter deals specifically with municipal governance, taking into account each province's own set of rules when it comes to municipal affairs. But with no significant update since 1979, the signing was long overdue.
I think what's happened in the past is legislation itself isn't renewed completely all that frequently, and it kind of waited until that point in time. I think we can do better than that.
It's a commitment echoed on either side of the border and starts with this new charter, aimed to give more flexibility and choice for city officials.
What this permits us now to do is operate much like other municipalities in Alberta and Saskatchewan and look forward to pathing with the innovation that's coming out in both the Municipal Government Act and in the Cities Act in Saskatchewan.
Planning and development is one area seeing significant change. The old charter looked towards Saskatchewan. Under the new charter, that area will follow more of the processes in the Alberta Municipal Government Act. It will, however, still look towards Saskatchewan in relation to subdivisions. But what's most important for our local government is future growth.
The very most important thing that's happening right after this in January is our new comprehensive municipal development plan. We couldn't adopt it without the charter.
Sitting on the border, Lloydminster has been built on agriculture and energy, as both Alberta and Saskatchewan have. Yesterday's meeting recognized more than 80 years of cooperation between the two.
With these new rules, it allows us to continue to develop this community in the way that the citizens here want to, and we needed to give them the opportunity to do that.
The new charter will come into effect in the new year. Kelsey Bloxham, Newcap News.
Well, food is flying off the shelves at the local food bank at a higher rate than ever before. And with this, its busiest season, the Salvation Army is struggling to keep up. With time ticking down until Christmas, the Sally Ann is still looking for a helping hand, both in donations and volunteers.
We're always looking for the vegetables, canned vegetables and canned fruit. But there's always the canned meat just for our regular hampers. Christmas hampers, we're doing a few things a little bit differently. We're not just providing a Christmas dinner, but also we'd like to give them something nice for breakfast also.
For breakfasts, the Salvation Army is looking for boxes of pancake mix that mix with water, syrup, and other easy-to-make items. While organizers are optimistic the city will donate enough to fill the need, they still need donations. So if you are able to, bring anything you can down to the Salvation Army.